Hey, welcome to sunny Edinburgh and day number 2 of my sort of random Advent tips and tricks and what I'm using and things like that. And the reason for today's episode is there are still some Black Friday stroke Cyber Monday deals going on. So if you look around the interwebs, you'll find all sorts of different things. So today I'm just going to talk about the 2 key lights that I have going on in front of me right now. Key lights will make a massive difference to the look and feel of your video quality, whether you're live streaming or whether you're doing online meetings or recordings or trainings, whatever it happens to be, it's going to make a huge difference. So this is the Godex SL60W. It's quite a big light and I have it up on the stand at about 45 degrees away from me, and it's sitting there about 6 feet in the air, and this is what it looks like. It comes with a little clicker. You can adjust things on the back of it, but why would you bother when you've got a remote control that allows you to make all of the changes from the light straight from the remote control. So it's very, very easy to use. There is one little trick that you want to do though as well, and that is that you want to add in one of these as well. This is a collapsible lantern softbox. So you might have heard the term before, softbox, but softbox just means soft lighting essentially. So this is the one that was recommended to me by Adrian Salisbury of Impact Camera Lights. So if you want to get really good on camera, go see Adrian, but he recommended this one, so this is one I'm using. I have noticed that there are other ones available on Amazon, certainly at cheaper prices, but it hardly seemed worth the hassle and money. But you're looking for that Bowen's fit as the key element, and just look for the Godex model with to check that you're definitely buying one that's going to fit on the end, because it's quite a big thing. So that's one element in terms of my lighting, in terms of the key lighting anyway. Here's the other one. So it is the Elgato Key Light Air. So that's the big sort of, I don't know, kind of monster eye looking War of the Worlds type of thing there. It's got a nice heavy base on it, which I particularly like, and it's a fairly small footprint, so I can move it about a bit if I want to, as opposed to one that's clamped to the desk. So that element of it I like. And you can also as well move around the actual head of the light itself. So my lights are set up something like this lady here. So that's exactly where I've got my Elgato one, and it's about 4 feet in the air, but tilted at about 30 degrees towards me. But on the left, where she has a second Elgato lamp, that is where I have my Godex lamp. So the 2 lamps are sitting up there, and they are set at 5,600, which is natural daylight. So other than that, I would be sitting in the dark in front of me. So that's giving me total control over the lighting and the appearance. So if I go grab one of these little remotes, so this is the one for the Godex. I could change the temperature and the lights, etc., but I'm not going to. I'm just going to switch it off for the moment. So you can suddenly see, actually I would be sitting pretty much in the dark without that major key light. So that's my main key light. And the second one I suppose you could describe as a fill key light. So that's the Elgato one. Slightly differently, I think it probably can come with a remote control, but it also comes with a little app for your phone. So if I had multiple devices from Elgato, I could control them all from my phone, so I can switch that one off as well. And you can see the difference on and off. That just gives me a slight balance. The Godex one, which is on this side of my face, is a little bit brighter here, so that's set at 10%, again 5,600. The one on the right is set at 4%, so it's sort of a little fill, and by having that slight difference in brightness, that will give you a bit of context and texture across your face. The sort of definition shows up a little better. So on this one I can also change the brightness up. I brought the brightness up on that. You can see how flat my face is now looking and too overlit. I mean, I could probably bring down the Elgato one a little bit as well, but at the moment that's right down at 4%. So I just leave it at 4%, and that is my lighting. So just two lights in front of me, and they're not too bright to work with either. So that is partially due to the fact that I have a ZVE10 camera, which has got quite a big lens, and that is able to bring in a lot of light. So if you had a really tiny little camera lens, you may need to turn these lights up brighter. But for me, this works perfectly because I'm not staring into massively bright lights when I'm trying to record stuff. So really that's probably it for number 2 for the day. And I have to go and see what number 3 is. Well, I already know what number 3 is. Number 3 is going to be the lights that are going on behind me, because I've done the ones in front of me, so it seems sensible to do the ones behind me next. So from Edinburgh, for now, cheerio.